Okay, I'm going to go ahead and introduce Spanish 211. This is an online class, so you know you need to complete an assignment before the census date, which is the 21st of January. At the top, you'll see the news forum, and I use that as like an email. So if I ever need to communicate everything to all of you, I'll post in the news forum and it'll go out as an email blast. In the Start Here block, and I'll go over a bunch of stuff that's in the Start Here block, but what you need to know is in there is going to be the census activities you need to complete and information about Pearson. So if this is information overload and you kind of glaze out, just remember, think Pearson, census activities, and then you can go in there and look around and you'll probably figure out whatever you need. So when you open it up, it just tells you that you've got to complete an activity by the census date, gives you an overview of the class. Then there's 2 activities that you need to complete by census. Which is the 21st. The date is wrong right here in this header. I thought I had just fixed it, but I will fix it. Then after you've completed those assignments, there's 2 videos that tell you how to set yourself up in My Language Labs. One is if you need to buy an access code. The other one is if your access code is still good and you just want to access my class. There's a 2-week temporary access code. So if you're buying Pearson again or you're buying Pearson for the first time, this will give you a 2-week temporary access code that you can use for 14 days before you actually have to buy it. And when you do buy it, you'll want to watch this video. Also, Pearson will be available to help students from GTCC. I think it's only virtually at this point, but you can, this flyer will tell you how you can get in touch with Pearson if you need help. I have my course set up by each block is a week. I usually leave up 2. It looks like I've got 3 open at the moment. I try to do roughly just 2 open at a time because I don't want you working too far in advance. I mean, I understand juggling schedules and I want you to have that flexibility, but there are some assignments that build upon each other, and I would prefer you, like if it's an assignment that I need to give you feedback for, I would like for you to get the feedback before you turn in your final version of something. So that's why I'm trying to limit how far ahead you can work. When you open up the week, each week will look the same. It'll tell you the pages to study, the objective for the week, the due date of the assignment. And then most weeks I'm going to have a class participation form. When you go in there, there's a little video that tells you how to do it, but it essentially just asks you to click on the forum, click on the thread, and post any questions or concerns you have about the class. If you have none, post that you have none, but it is an assignment, so you do have to post something. Also, if it's something immediate that you need help with, I don't check this as regularly as I do email, texting. So like if it's an immediate thing, like if you're working on a test and something isn't working on there's a problem with your test, you need to email me or text me. Don't just post it in the forum. I still like for you to post questions about material in the forum because that way it gets shared to everybody. And chances are if you have a question, even if someone else didn't have that question, they could benefit from hearing the response to it. So anyway, assignment 3. So My Language Labs. In the past, I have used My Language Labs. What I've done now is I've taken all my assignments that I want to use for My Language Labs and put them in Moodle. So when you see like assignment 3, assignment 4, that's going to have all of those Pearson assignments, but in Moodle. So when you open up something like assignment 3, you're going to see at the top or all throughout, you're going to see some instruction videos. So if it says chapter 7 vocabulary video, this is the lesson. This is because I don't see you guys. This is me teaching you the lesson. So you'll want to watch the lesson, then you'll have some practice. So for example, you have 701, and down here is a little video that tells you how to complete 701. Okay. Then you have 702, and here's a little video that tells you how to complete 702 so that you'll know what you're doing. Then there's 703, and this is a video that tells you how to complete it, okay? And so on and so forth, but just make sure you double check everything. This one only dealt with vocabulary, so the only instruction video you had was up here. Sometimes, though, you may have more than one instruction video, and there may be one like in the middle if I'm teaching more than one topic in a week. So just make sure you watch the instruction video. So it may take you a while to do things like assignment 3, assignment 4. So don't start them until you have a nice chunk of time where you can sit and mess with this stuff, because it's basically your homework and your classwork all at one time. Okay. And so for each assignment, I do that too. I'll have like, here is an oral dialogue. Within each one, I try to have videos that explain to you how to complete each assignment. So no matter what the assignment is, make sure you check, there'll be, little videos that tell you how to do each one, because I think that that's helpful. Okay, so that's how each week will be set up. Over on the right, you'll find some additional blocks, like in the helpful information, it'll tell you all your homework is due by the end of the day on Thursdays. It gives you the 2-week access code again, the course code for our class, a Spanish tutoring link, a link to live chat with GTCC and technical support number, an introductory video to the class, a link to some audio file scripts for the textbook, link to my language labs, accent marks. This first one is for Chromebook, because you'll have to make accent marks in your assignments. This tells you how to do that if you have a Chromebook. This one tells you how to do it if you have a regular laptop. This one tells you how to do it if you have a Mac. There's the COVID hotline, so that's the number that you can call, that extension, to report if you have been diagnosed with COVID, so that we can contact trace and let people, who came in contact with you know that they need to get tested. Coronavirus information, student life information, Titan link. Then there's a block that introduces me, gives you my name, my email, my blog. My blog just has links to stuff that I use when I teach face-to-face. You're welcome to peruse it. My phone number. Right now, because we're off campus, I'll probably just meet via appointment. We can meet whenever, just reach out to me and we can meet whenever you want to via Teams. You can also text me using Remind. This video down here, a colleague made, and I just used her video. It tells you how to set up Teams. There's the textbook, the syllabus. There's 2 versions of it. The grading criteria are rubrics that I use to grade your writing and your oral dialogues. But those rubrics are embedded in the assignment, so you don't have to look at it if you don't want to. The course schedule is really the last page in the syllabus, so it's just repetition again. Some more resources like tutoring, the library. This is the priority line if you need to get in touch with Pearson. If you want to use the e-text, because that's all I'm getting from my language labs, this will tell you how to set up the e-text on your tablets. And I think that's pretty much it. Some of the stuff is repetitive. So if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me, and you can text me, email me, call me, and let me know that you need me. I will, though, show you really quickly what Pearson looks like. Okay, so when you get yourself set up in Pearson and you log in using your username and password, this is what it'll look like. I'm not going to have anything on my calendar because, like I said, I've moved all my assignments into Moodle. The only thing you might want to use is like your glossary, your verb chart, your user guide, your e-text. So this is your e-text. If you click on it, it's going to pull up, and you can use this is your book. But like I said, you can also put it on your tablet, and then you don't have to, you can use it more like a book. But anyway, so that's everything that I have for introducing the class. Again, if you have questions or concerns, feel free to email, text, call, and I'll be happy to answer them.